Today's episode is brought to you by Philadelphia Pumpkin Spice Cream Cheese Spread. It's delicious as fuck and white woman approved.
You may not want to touch the show notes because I wrote those on the toilet. Welcome to the Nerdington Post.
Hello.
I'm Walter.
I'm Will.
We're talking about your Nerdington news. A lot of stuff to talk about this week. But first off, hats off to Digital Foundry for hitting a million subscribers.
Good for them. They deserve it.
They're the place to go to for graphical breakdowns, comparisons, whatnot. So if you're someone who cares about graphics, like legitimately cares about graphics, you should be subscribed to Digital Foundry on YouTube and support their Patreon, maybe. They're the best at what they do.
They're great.
Yeah, so hats off.
If you don't support us, support them.
Yeah. They're more deserving, frankly.
Yeah.
They do amazing work.
Yeah.
Break down frame rates between different versions, and it's very in-depth. They're great.
Like, if I could go work for them, I would.
Yeah, well, we don't know enough to...
We
have no technical knowledge that would be valuable to them.
Yeah.
But yeah, way to go, Digital Foundry.
Good for you guys. Hats off.
So yeah. Playing anything this week?
I'm actually going through Spider-Man again, just because they added they added trophies a while ago when they introduced New Game Plus.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of trying to speedrun that on New Game Plus, and beating it on Ultimate, you get 2 new trophies.
Nice.
So I can keep that platinum intact.
Well, you got the platinum, you just don't have the 100%.
I know. I want that 100%.
I don't have the 100%. I might not pop it back.
It's one of the few games I platinum this generation. I wanted to do God of War, but
well, I was gonna say that's an easy platinum, but like no.
The Harpies. I think that they were the
Valkyries.
The Valkyries.
They're easy, dude. Just get good.
I only did like 3 of them, and I was like, all right, I don't want to do this.
There's only 2 of them that are hard.
My buddy Alex said he's like, yeah, that final one took me like 4 or 5 hours.
The great thing about the Harpy Queen is that she uses the attacks of all the previous Harpies. Mm-hmm. So, like, not Harpy. You can't be saying Harpies.
I know, I'm sorry.
The previous Valkyries, they train you on how to deal with the Valkyrie Queen. Which
it's
good design.
I know, don't get me wrong. God of War is a great game. Yeah. Valkyries are cool enemies, but... and I was like, you know what, I'll do one more playthrough of Spider-Man before Miles Morales comes out. Because I'm not getting a PS5 anytime soon.
Yeah. I've gotten into Final Fantasy XIV.
The online?
Oh, yeah.
How is it?
It's okay. Well, it's an MMO, and I have been playing solo for the most part. But there was, like, only one main quest where you had to have a mini raid, and they, like, have the matchmaking pair up with you. That's the only time I've played multiplayer in that game. So, the free trial, you could get up to level 35, I believe, for free. So, I'm around 25.
Okay.
Rocking out the Dragoon life, you know. I love my spears, love my dragon-themed armor. But you don't get the main ability jump until level 30, so I'm like 4 levels away from that. So, yeah, hopefully it gets better, more interesting. I'm liking it, but I'm not a fan of MMOs, but I've got Final Fantasy fever right now. I've got...
I have thought about starting up 15 again, just because I like 15, and I have the Steelbook.
I also bought a book about Final Fantasy V by Chris Kohler, who was a writer on Kotaku, talking about his early experiences having one of the first FAQs for Final Fantasy V, awesome. And then he's got interviews with the director of Final Fantasy V. It's an interesting read so far.
Nice.
But yeah, I got Final Fantasy fever, baby, which leads us into our first news. It's kind of light, but according to a translated job listing for Final Fantasy 16, it implies that we might be getting it sooner rather than later. Because the job listing, according to the translation, said, "We have completed basic development and scenario production. We are continuing to create large-scale resources and build boss battles while expanding our various development tools." So it sounds like at least the core gameplay and like the story has been plotted out in like main events. They're just it seems like they're doing asset creation and, you know.
What do you think? Holiday 2021?
I still think 2022, but yeah.
Early 2022, you think?
Maybe. 2022. I don't want to pin it down. But yeah, I'm excited for that. I love Final Fantasy.
So do I.
I can't get enough right now. I got the fever, baby.
Did you play 7 Remake?
No, not yet.
Same.
I'm waiting for PC.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's going to PC.
March
that's
2021.
Right. That's right.
So yeah, you know, hopefully I don't have to deal with the with my SSD. I don't have to deal with the super long loading of textures that game has. And just have it buttery smooth, 60 FPS gameplay. So it'll be fun in 2021. But the biggest news of the week, Reebok and Ubisoft are teaming up for Assassin's Creed Valhalla shoes.
We don't know what they look like.
Yeah, no, we don't know what they look like. Also, this is an Adidas podcast, baby. Get those Reeboks the fuck out of here, man.
I do want to pick them up.
We're all about the Adidas Cyberpunk 2077 shoes. But not really, because they're ugly as all sin. Yeah. You see them. We're putting a picture right now. They're ugly as sin.
Yeah, just buy a normal pair of Adidas.
Yeah.
I mean, like...
Get the hell out of here with that. But also in Cyberpunk 2077 news, the game has gone gold, which means they're printing discs right now.
Yes, they are.
Very exciting.
Oh, so excited.
The game's gone out for certification to the console holders, Microsoft and Sony. And yeah, they got their 1.0 release.
Yeah.
And those guys, we salute you for working 6-day weeks on that day one patch to make the game smoother. So thank you.
Like all the essential workers out there, we thank them.
Yeah.
We thank you at CD Projekt Red.
I care a little more about CD Projekt Red than essential workers. Like, I know some essential workers where it's like, you didn't make The Witcher 2 and 3. I love you, but you didn't make The Witcher 2 and 3. Sorry. So yeah, and there's also a new Nightwire coming out next week that's going to focus on the vehicles, which I'm excited to have.
I'm really excited about that.
A sick motorcycle.
Yeah, everything I've seen from Cyberpunk so far, and it's kind of scary when you see so much good content coming out about a game, because you're like, what if this flops? It's not going to flop. Yeah, it's not going to flop. I imagine the shooting's not going to be as tight as a pure shooter. The driving's not going to be as tight as like a GTA or something, but it's doing so much. It's CD Projekt Red. You know, overall, you're going to get a great product.
And as someone who saw Akira in theaters last week, I'm super excited for a red sci-fi motorcycle. So
yeah,
come on, Cyberpunk. Another game that has gone gold, that has captured people's hearts. That since it was revealed at the PS5, the first PS5 game showcase, Bugsnax. It's a quirky thing.
I forgot about it.
It's from the developers of Octodad, so you know it's going to be weird. And yeah, it's gone gold. It's going to be a PS5 launch title. I might not play it.
Is that one of the things we don't care about? Bugsnax?
Moderately. I mean, I had fun with Octodad. If it ever comes to PlayStation Plus, I'll play it. I'll probably have a weird good time, but yeah, it seems exciting.
Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot about that game.
Yeah, but also with PS5 stuff, they had a hardware breakdown, which was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, just as it implies, they took apart the hardware, and Jesus Christ, the weird thing is that fucking stand for it.
Yeah, that was...
It's so overly engineered and complicated. Like, you have to unscrew a thing to take it off the bottom and then clip it to the side to orient it horizontally. What are you doing? It's weird. It's too complicated.
Yeah.
Just make it a simple
Did you see in a now deleted tweet, Xbox UK came out and like was like, oh yeah, this is how you put it on the side. You just put it on the side.
But yeah.
Which is, I'm with you. I feel like, just make it simple.
Yeah.
Like, no...
It's cool that they did this breakdown, because I was actually working on a video. I was thinking of creating a segment called Dunking on Dipshits. Just because, you know, we're the heels.
I like the idea of that.
We're the heels of Nerd Podcast, baby. We're the Ethan Carter IIIs. We're the Maxwell Jacob Friedmans. We're better than you at nerd shit, and you know it. So I was with Dunking on Dipshits. I was planning on tackling people who are like, these consoles are so big. Why is it so stupidly big, man? But then, like,
I'm down for that.
Yeah, but breaking down, like, okay, going in my PC, like, this is a Ryzen CPU.
Yeah.
This is the stock cooler it comes with. It's the same family that's going to be in these consoles. Look how big the cooling is. Look how big. And when they showed the breakdown, it's like, yeah, most of, like, 80% of the hardware space is dedicated to cooling because that's what goes into.
Yeah, I think just about the entire
CPUs and GPUs.
Just about the entire thing is just vented.
Yeah, it's all vented, and
that's for me. Like, I don't know if you saw, like, online, like, people were complaining, like, oh yeah, the Xbox is running hot. I'm like, yeah, because it's as powerful as a gaming computer. What do you think's gonna happen?
Like, it's also like a small form factor case comparative to a PC.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, the thing is, like, if you look at, like, these $1,000 PCs, they're hot. That's what the fan is for. And like you said, dunking on dipshits. Like, if you're complaining about the Xbox or the PS5 for this matter, the size or, like, whether it's running hot, it's because the GPUs are fucking hot.
If anything, they should be bigger.
Exactly.
If you look at PC cases, they should be bigger.
And there should be
for how much cooler. Yeah.
There should be, like, more space for airflow.
Yeah, because
I think both consoles have done well with that.
Yeah, because I was gonna take out my, like, I have a 2070 which is 2 gens old, and just take it out, and, like, 90% of the mass of it is the actual graphics card, the chip, the board, and then the rest of it, it's all cooling, it's all vents, it's all heat sinks, it's all fans. Like, no, this. If you're going to complain about your consoles being too big, but then also complain about them getting hot, no, they should be bigger, frankly.
Yeah, and
you look at a mid-sized CPU
and with how powerful they are, they're going to be hot.
This is the same chips going into mid-wire CPU case in a smaller form factor.
Exactly.
They're going to be hot. Or they need to be bigger to be less hot. Pick one.
Yeah.
You dipshits.
Yeah. So for all you Xbox people being like, oh, PS5, or all you PS5 people who are being like, oh, Xbox is hot, like, just shut up.
Yeah.
Just be quiet.
Yeah. It's a miracle that they're getting this hardware to you at this price point.
Exactly.
Like, there's concessions to be made.
Yep.
Like the PS4 Pro, that is a stupidly loud console.
It's funny. I can hear my PS4 Pro when I have headphones on.
Yeah.
More than I can hear my game. That's not.
But that's what it takes to cool these
exactly.
systems. It's that's technology. These things have so much voltage running through them. They get hot. They got to be cooled somehow.
It's just always funny how people act like it's a big deal. Whether you're on the Sony side or you're on the Xbox side, it's like
I can't fit it in my entertainment space.
Oh, my Xbox is blowing hot air. Yeah, it's because you have a really powerful GPU.
Yeah,
stop being stupid.
Yeah,
just stop being stupid. Or Google. Or just go on Google and be like, why is this hot?
Yeah,
because this, and this.
I'm sure. And also, since the Red Ring of Death, I'm sure that it's not going to be that case.
It really isn't.
So, like, they know not to, like, hey, just let's put the CPU next to a place where heat can't dissipate and just burn our systems out. They're not.
I follow.
It's running hot, but, like, yeah, it's fine.
I follow Tom Warren on Twitter, and he tweeted out, like, think about this. Would Xbox, or PlayStation for that matter, would they send these consoles to people if they were going to overheat or do this? No.
It's within an acceptable range of...
Right.
Yeah. Go to Gamers Nexus on YouTube. They do really great thermal looks at new GPUs and hardware. Some of the best in the biz in looking at thermals for new PC hardware. Yeah, check it out, man. As long as your hardware is running, not hitting 100 degrees Celsius, you should be fine.
Exactly.
These things are like, yeah. It'll get hot.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It's fine.
Also, don't be a dipshit and just run your console on all day.
Yeah, if you're not using your console, turn that shit off.
Turn it off. Don't leave it on all day. You're not supposed to do that with, like, any hardware.
Right.
So don't... Alright, what have we got? What have we got? Yeah, that hopefully we'll bring that. Dunking on dipshits.
I think that should be a new segment.
Yeah, the main thing that had me going on that was, like, 2 weeks ago I saw a comment on, like, the PlayStation blog. I forgot what the post was for. But, like, some guy was like, I don't think it's financially responsible to be spending $2,500 on a PC during COVID. It's like, first of all, to get a PC on par with new consoles, it's not $2,500.
Yeah, really. You could build a PC that's as powerful as the Series X for like $500 to $600.
It's only for again dipshits who think like I need to have the most expensive thing for all my components to make the back. Like no, as long as you budget it, pick the right parts, and then if you want to go the extra mile and like tune each part specifically, which you can do with PC.
Exactly. You
tune clock speed. You could. I've been meaning to tune my RAM to better optimize my Ryzen hardware with my 3600 speed DDR4 RAM to get the most out of it for Cyberpunk when that comes out. But I might do a whole computer overhaul, but we'll get to that later. Yeah, just you don't need to spend that much, and also, all right, dipshit.
Here we go.
Yeah. That's $2,500 potentially, which you don't need to spend at all. That's
if you're buying top tier everything.
Yeah, which you don't need for gaming.
Yeah.
Like,
you can
the new 3090 is, it's $1,500, but it's not for gaming, really. That amount of RAM is meant for workspace usage, like if you're doing 3D rendering, that's why it has so much RAM.
Yeah, it's
for work.
What's the $500 one? The 3070? Right? Or
yeah, 3070s.
3070? Like, you could just do the $500 one, which is more powerful than the best last gen one.
Yeah. You don't need to spend the most money at all times to. And also, like another guy in the thread was already dunking on him a little bit. It's like, it's like, first of all, the PC doesn't cost that much. Second of all, I also use it for work, so yeah, I get a lot of usage out of it. Same here. I use my computer for work. I use it to make this podcast, edit it, and like other stuff as well. I do a lot with it.
Yeah.
Versus, okay, you spend $500 on a console, but then you also have, a MacBook also? How much does that cost? Whereas,
easily
for me,
$1,200.
it's all one machine versus you're getting a laptop for work or whatever, you're getting a console. And
honestly, for the price of just one good laptop, you can build an $800 PC that'll last you forever.
For the price of your MacBook and your console, with two different machines, I'm building one machine that does both for probably less. So
exactly, that's why I'm gonna eventually.
Don't be a dipshit.
Yeah,
use your head a little bit
and do some research.
Yeah,
I think that's what the biggest thing is. People don't do research; they just see something and react right away.
Yeah, it's like $1,500 for a graphics card, and then like $900 for a new CPU. It's like, no, the new CPU that's $900. You don't need that punch power.
Yeah, really.
Unless you're, again, if you work for Pixar and you're working from home, you don't need that level of shit. Or unless you're running a server for whatever, you don't need that level of shit, man. You could get it reasonably priced if you're just doing gaming.
And in rant.
Yeah. What else did we have going on? Oh,
the Zen 3? Or you want to talk about it later?
Yeah. So the reason I might do a whole PC overhaul is AMD Team Red has announced their officially announced their new GPUs and CPUs, the Ryzen 5000 series, and then for their CPUs, and the Radeon RX 6000 series for their GPUs, also known as Big Navi, which is the similar or same family of architecture that's going to do modern consoles. But yeah, let's see what we got here. So we have the entry level, the Ryzen 5600X coming in at $299. 12 cores, 6 cores, 12 threads. Again, I'm not a computer engineer. I don't know all this stuff off the top of my head.
Go look at
Digital
Digital
Foundry.
Foundry probably did a video about this
Digital
already.
Foundry.
Go check it out.
Check it out. The mid-level, the 5800X for $449, 8 cores, 16 threads, which is probably the one I'm going to get. For gaming, all you need is the 6-core one, the 5600X, but since I'm doing video editing and whatnot, like I'll get the 8-core one. Cuts rendering time down.
Boom.
It's helpful. Then up a tier, you have the 5900X for $549 with 12 cores, 24 threads. And then the top tier, the 5950X at $799, 16 cores, 32 threads. Yeah, supposedly, according to their benchmarks, like any manufacturer benchmarks, take with a grain of salt because everything's skewed to be in their favor.
Yep.
Why not wait for just reviews to come out? Again, like we mentioned, Gamers Nexus, Digital Foundry, and Jay's 2 Cents, who I love. That's my go-to channel for PC hardware stuff. He's a fun guy. Their big benchmark that they touted was 20% performance over the previous gen, the 3900X in Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which is good, I guess. But again, we need to get more benchmarks out there, get people testing them in like live situations.
Exactly. Something
that bums me out is I was previously talking about like the cooler with my AMD, with my previous Ryzen. The 5000 series won't come with coolers anymore. You have to buy a cooler separately, which
interesting
sticks in my craw. But their whole saying is like these are optimized for enthusiasts, and enthusiasts are already going to have their own coolers. But like again, someone who's a PC guy, semi-casual, maybe a little bit above casual, like I don't know, they had great coolers before, and this is.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing with AMD is that they're the people's brand versus Intel is like, fuck you, you'll pay for our price, whatever. Whereas AMD has been giving you a competitive product for a competitive price. That sucks, man. I don't want to have to buy a separate cooler. But I guess I'll have to. But yeah. And then also with the Radeon, their graphics cards, their Big Navi series, which is the same architecture that's going into the current consoles. They benchmarked 3 games, Borderlands 3, Modern Warfare, and Gears 5 at max settings. At 4K, they were able to get over 60 frames per second, which is good.
Yeah.
Again, like, we'd have to look at it in more live testing.
Exactly.
That's their top series 6000 graphics card paired with their $800 CPU.
Yeah, so...
And also, we don't know the exact... Is it native 4K
right,
or
exactly.
is it scaling 4K where we don't know?
That would be nice to know.
Yeah, but like we don't know. Yeah, because
we'll
there's not a lot of... Like Xbox One X touted a lot of true 4K, but no, most of it is upscaled or dynamic resolution.
Yeah.
So, and that's, which has me excited for the next news we're rolling into. Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate, which will be out on next gen consoles and includes Combat Pack 1 and the newly announced Combat Pack 2. The reason why I'm tying this in with the dynamic resolution is when they're advertising the 4K 60 gameplay for the next gen versions, they were honest having it say dynamic resolution 4K, which is like nobody says it's dynamic resolution. They just say 4K, but like no, it's thank you for your honesty and thank you for giving fans Melina, Rain, and John Rambo. Voice by Sly Stallone. Another 80s guy with a gun, which is, in terms of gameplay, that's boring. There's so many just dudes with guns in that game.
Yeah, Terminator was in Pack 1, right?
Yeah. And then, but it's exciting because fans have been wanting Melina for a long time, and NetherRealm has been trolling Melina since the game's initial release. But yeah, that's good, man. I'm excited because When Mortal Kombat does well, that's good for the overall health of the fighting game community. Even though I don't like NetherRealm games, if NetherRealm does well, that's, bringing people
Injustice 1 and 2
into the fighting game community. They just feel so fat to me.
It's okay, man.
It feels so fat.
That's how I feel at Tekken.
I need my anime fighters like Guilty Gear, Blaze Blue, Persona, anything by Arc System Works, and then, of course, Street Fighter. Street Fighter's a classic, baby.
Yes, it is.
Quick Street Fighter thing, they showed Dan gameplay, I think, last week. Everyone's favorite kind of joke character in that franchise. So, yeah. Have fun with Dan.
Have fun. Just do it.
And have fun next week with Ghosts of Tsushima.
Yes.
The 1.1 update.
I should pull it up.
Yeah, it's... They previously announced it. It's going to have the Legends multiplayer mode, new game plus, new cosmetics. Very exciting. Coming out the 16th, so next week.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's your game of the year. You're going to dip into the multiplayer mode?
Yeah, let's go. Let me just pull it up.
Going to be 4 playable classes. Read them off.
I am looking for... The way they... Here we go, classes. Ugh. Yeah, so in Legends, you'll be able to pick between 1 of 4 classes. Each one, of course, has their own unique advantages. Short tutorial, and then you'll choose which class you want. As you rank up, you'll unlock each of the remaining classes.
There's Samurai, Archer, Assassin...
Samurai, Hunter. Ronin, Assassin.
Ronin, Assassin. I'd probably play Assassin if I didn't already sell my copy of Ghost of Tsushima.
And it's designed for co-op, so you're going to get some story missions.
There's going to be 2-player missions exclusive to the Legends mode, and then they're going more supernatural and mythological with this, which
I think looks really cool.
It looks so good.
It looks awesome.
I wish they did it in the main game.
But you're also going to get some survival missions where you team up with 3 other players, fight off waves of enemies.
And 4-player raids, which I'm very curious about that.
Yeah, let's see. You need all your skill, tier gear, and a great 4-player team to be able to survive. In the realm, the raid is an epic 3-part adventure that will require excellent teamwork and communication to overcome. It will be released in the weeks following the launch of Ghost of Tsushima's Legends.
Hell yeah.
And then we got photo mode is still present. Let's see if we got anything new. Oh, you'll be able to earn some new dyes, some new custom dyes with Legends, which is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
New Game Plus, we touched on that.
Yeah, for the single player mode, New Game Plus, and then there's going to be a new vendor who you could get.
Ghost Flowers.
Yeah, Yeah, it's a new currency for if you already have everything maxed out from the first playthrough, you get Ghost Flowers instead, which you can exchange for exclusive cosmetics for New Game Plus. Yeah, what class would you play in Legends?
Oh man, I like being sneaky, so maybe an assassin. Or let me see the other one.
Ronin.
Or Hunter. Yeah.
I never used the bow much in Ghost of Tsushima.
I did. I love the bow. Oh. I love the bow play in Ghost of Tsushima. That was fun.
Range is the dominion of cowards. A real man sneaks in and stabs him in the back.
No, you don't do that.
No,
you don't do that.
Stab him in the back.
And did you pick the right ending for Ghost? Did you?
Did you pick the right... There is a right ending and a wrong ending.
There is a wrong ending.
Yes.
And spoiler alert.
I have honor and I respect my elders.
Same.
That's all I'll say. And
Spoiler
if you didn't go with that ending...
Shame on you.
Shame on you.
Shame.
You're a disgrace to yourself.
And your family.
Yeah.
Your family hates you right now.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
They do. They do.
If you dishonor your family, they hate you.
Well, speaking of dead family members, in addition to Aiden Pierce coming to the season pass for Watch Dogs 2, Wrench from Aiden Pierce coming to Watch Dogs Legion. I don't know. All these Ubisoft games blend together to me. But yeah. Okay. Wrench from Watch Dogs 2 will be playable in the Watch Dogs Legion season pass. Are you excited? I know you like Watch Dogs 2.
What?
You like Watch Dogs 2, right?
Oh, I thought you said said Watch Dogs Legion. Like,
no.
I was like, what? It's not even out yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, Watch Dogs 2 was better than the first one. I mean, the first one was cool for what it was, but Chicago was boring. San Francisco was a lot more fun, and I thought Watch Dogs 2 was great.
The characters were more fun.
Yeah, they were. You care about them more.
But do you care about Wrench?
Wrench was cool.
Okay.
I'd fuck with some Wrench.
Okay. Are you gonna get the season pass and play?
Yeah, I think I pre-ordered the ultimate edition that came with the steelbook and the season pass.
All right. But other exciting news: to solidify the Assassin's Creed Watch Dogs Legion crossover.
Oh yeah.
One of the DLC characters will be a straight up assassin.
Yep.
From like the. Are they in Assassin's Guilds? What are they called? I haven't played
Assassin's
Assassin's
Creed.
Creed.
Assassins.
Like
Guilds.
There's a specific name to them.
Like
the Order of Assassins? Yeah.
The Order of Assassins. That sounds good.
Yeah, but it's like some, cool modern lady with a hoodie, and it looks like a cool sci-fi-ish hidden blade that looks super longer than
it should
other
be.
hidden blades. Yeah. Again, they just teased this character. They didn't show
they
anything. But yeah, I think that's cool, man.
Yeah, I mean,
people have been craving like a modern Assassin's Creed game, and you're getting it.
Yeah.
You're not
Ubisoft's coming full circle.
You're not getting it in Assassin's Creed, though.
You're getting it in Watch Dogs Legions.
They're the same game.
Yeah.
They're open world, you're leaping around.
Just different times.
Yeah. Which is, I think that's cool, man.
I agree. I think it's cool that Ubisoft's like taking things from other games and like, oh yeah, let's put this in here.
If I can get a 3080, I'll get that free code. Yeah, I'll get that code for Legion. I'll play Legion, and maybe if I like it, I'll get that season pass so I could hidden blade people in the 21st century. But yeah, things are not looking good things are not looking good if you want a 3080. So I might. Here's the thing. Since I'm planning on 3 playthroughs of Cyberpunk, and my main motivation for upgrading my PC is Cyberpunk, I'll do the Street Kid playthrough first on my old hardware.
There we go.
And then for the Prime playthrough with my Corpo guy, I'll save that for ray tracing.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Because that's Prime playthrough, baby. I'm Corpo all the way. 1%. We gotta get our white collar jobs and
selling insurance and shit.
Yeah.
I really do have like a white collar job. It's
man.
Ugh. If you live in Florida and you want a really good homeowners insurance,
hit them up.
Hit me up.
Yeah. What else we got? Kind of.
I think it was a slow week. Today, Xbox announced a multi-year partnership with GameStop, where they're gonna start. I think you can start doing Xbox All Access in store, and Xbox is gonna send like the associates new tablets to kind of integrate with their like inventory search system. I think something like that, which is really cool. It's nice to see GameStop to get some backing for a change, because I feel like every time you see GameStop in the news, it's always bad.
Oh yeah, but if you're like most people in the world, which is a little over 50% of the of players out there, you've gone digital and you don't give a shit.
Yeah, exactly.
But whatever.
I can honestly say I don't remember the last time, other than pre-ordering a game that maybe will be coming out. I don't know the last time I actually went to the GameStop to buy a game.
Yeah.
Because like PlayStation and Xbox, their online stores are always running discounts on games.
Yeah. Like what I did today, I sold my old rickety iPhone 6S and just converted that into a Steam gift card at GameStop. So yeah, we used to work at GameStop, and we see its advantages. It's shitty aspects too. Like some of the shitty
it's
stuff.
It's not the best business model.
Yeah, just, like we're aware of how shitty GameStop can be, and we've seen some of the shitty stuff you haven't seen.
We've even done some of that shitty stuff. But for legal reasons, we're not going to talk about it. No. Especially me, because I actually sent an NDA.
Oh.
Shut up. I did some really dumb stuff.
Yeah. I may or may not have done some dumb stuff, and I may or may not have ever gotten caught.
We never, never mind.
Alright.
But anyway, I just think it's nice because, like, honestly, like, if we had, like, someone like Xbox backing us when we worked for GameStop...
Oh, we probably would have had to rely less on trying to sell fucking people warranties and shit.
I kind of hope that with Xbox kind of coming into the picture, like, all right, here's what's good about your business model. Here's what you guys should maybe change.
Yeah.
But from what I read, it's going to be more of like a sponsorship kind of thing. It's not going to be like, oh, this is how you're going to run your business.
Yeah, I think it's just more... I don't know, because GameStop always had marketing in stores paid for by publishers. So it just might be more focus on Microsoft marketing. Like, maybe have them move the Microsoft merchandise to the front of the store at all stores. Maybe
have more like
banners,
verbiage towards like all access and stuff.
Trying to get more people like, hey, maybe sell your game and then use it to buy Game Pass. I don't know.
Yeah. We'll see. They really didn't release a lot. But, yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, it's kind of a bold move because GameStop, I think alone, is going to close 200 stores this year or next year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, there's got to be something that we don't know about it.
Yeah, there's... Yeah. No,
Because
physical retail's always has been in the decline for the past 10 years.
Exactly. So I'm like, so what's like Xbox's in-game for, like you said, failing retail? Well, not like failing, but GameStop hasn't been in
a downward trend.
Yeah, they've been a downward trend for a long time. So Xbox clearly has some kind of in-game there.
Yeah, I think especially with Microsoft closing their stores earlier this year, it's like, hey, we need another retail space where we could have those payment plans in place to sell new consoles and Game Pass. So
yeah, maybe it'll be like the Cricket situation. Like if you have an Xbox All Access account, you just go into GameStop and pay your Xbox bill.
That was fucking annoying.
I fucking hated Cricket. I only did it once in the entire year I worked there. I did it once. It was the dumbest thing ever.
Fucking people. If you are paying your phone bill in a GameStop, which they don't do anymore, but I hate you. I hate you. How hard is it to set up direct deposit and then auto pay for your phone bill? Not hard. We would even encourage it because you had to pay an extra charge to pay for your bill in cash.
Yeah, that's right.
Cricket didn't even want you to come into our stores and pay. They're like, come on, get out of here.
It was one of my least favorite things. Working for GameStop, and I only did it once.
This is another reason why 1%ers are the best, because, they just have their money people deal with everything instead of you.
Do you have a money person?
Of course.
Who?
It's called apps.
Fair enough. I have apps too.
Got that Chase mobile banking app.
Yeah. I just set up auto payments on the car. I was like, all right, I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. Go
Chase! JP Morgan's my man.
He profited during the pandemic. He's profited a lot.
JP Morgan probably, as an entity, probably profited during the past one at the 1918 Spanish flu. Because, JP Morgan's been around the block, baby. Well, yeah, last bit of news I have here is Epic and Apple finally have a trial date, May 3rd, 2021. So
they do?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I'm hoping hoping Epic comes out on top, mainly because so many games are based on the Unreal Engine.
Yeah.
So if Epic as an entity gets slapped in the face, that has a trickle down effect to all the developers using it, which, and Apple. Again, I was talking about how I sold my iPhone 6S. Planned obsolescence is fucking real, people. Fuck Apple in the mouth, dude. Like, it kept saying... I couldn't do anything on my phone because it kept saying I was out of storage. And then I deleted everything. And then it still said, oh, you're out of storage. And, here's how much data is being used for the OS and whatnot. And then everything else is other, which it wouldn't specify what other was, but that other I couldn't remove, I couldn't do anything, and it prevented me from doing anything with my phone. So, fuck you, Apple. Let's go, Tim Sweeney and Epic.
I switched to Samsung. Samsung's great. I love Samsung.
I'm gonna punch you in the dick if I ever meet you, Tim Cook. I'm gonna piss on Steve Jobs' grave. And Steve Wozniak, you're okay. You're okay.
That's right.
I'm a big fan of Wozniak's movies. The Pineapple Express. Knocked Up. And The Pickle, now streaming on HBO Max.
I want to watch that. Have you watched it yet?
No, I don't have HBO
I've heard
Max.
it was... Maybe I'll
watch it. No, I'll get to it. I'm resubbing Disney Plus this month because The Mandalorian comes out on
yes,
the
it does.
30th? And I might rewatch some Rebels before it comes out. Well, I'll definitely rewatch Mandalorian Season 1. Maybe some Rebels. In addition to Final Fantasy Fever, I gotta touch it. I got a Star Wars cold. So I'm craving it a little bit, but not as much as I'm craving for Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I'm stoked for Mandalorian too.
Mandalorian, oh.
Give me some more of that little Yoda creature.
Dude, I'm really hoping, I think his name's Tamura Morrison. I'm hoping he plays Rex or one of the other clone commandos rather than Boba Fett, because I don't give a fuck about Boba Fett. It's so much cooler if we have that actor come in and play, like...
No, I agree.
Have you seen Rebels?
No, I want to see Rebels.
Get the fuck out of here. Watch Rebels.
Okay, I'll watch Rebels.
Oh my god.
I've heard good things.
Yeah. And also, Clone Wars, the last 4 episodes, The Siege of Mandalore, is peak Star Wars. Those 4 episodes of Clone Wars are some of the best Star Wars, period. So definitely
watch those.
Sub to, even if you don't want to go through all of Clone
Wars. No,
exactly. Yeah. Just watch those last 4 episodes. It's great.
Isn't it, I think it's Mandalorian, isn't Rosario Dawson, she's Ashka, right?
Yes, she's supposedly playing Ahsoka.
Ahsoka, excuse me.
Supposedly, again, we don't know for sure. But cool thing about the Siege of Mandalore, Ray Park came in and did mocap for
Did he really?
Maul. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it's cool. Yeah, like I was watching an interview where we had, because Ray Park is like 25 years older than Phantom Menace. So you have older Ray Park mocapping an older Darth Maul, and he's talking about how he kind of changed his movements from Phantom Menace because
that's so cool.
Just because he's older and Maul's older, so he had to have movements that kind of matched, just them getting old.
I love me some Ray Park.
Yeah.
That was the best scene ever in any of the prequels where the doors open. He's like, double blade. Oh, I did like a backflip in my seat when I was a kid.
Dork.
Thank you.
Fucking Darth Maul.
Thank you. Darth Maul was awesome. I don't care what you say. He's not the best Sith Lord.
Qui-Gon's the best character from the prequels.
I can't tell if you're mocking me or that's your serious opinion.
He's okay. I don't know. I have no opinions for or against Qui-Gon Jinn. Is Qui-Gon Jinn the master Anakin should have had? Yes. He could have used that father figure, that emotional guidance that Obi-Wan, frankly, couldn't provide for a young boy like Anakin. If we had Qui-Gon, maybe we wouldn't have Darth Vader. But
it's true.
We don't know.
Because he died.
We don't know. He lost the Duel of the Fates. And the light side lost the Duel of the Fates. With the loss of Qui-Gon.
Press F for respect.
Hell yeah. Press F to see you next week on the
Nerdington
Post.